Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, comrades, this is Kenya Revolutionary. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another session. The first order of business, you know what it is. If you have already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and like this video, comment, share, and tell your friends about this channel. And if you haven't, it's your first time here, and you're just coming across this channel and you're wondering who I am, go ahead and subscribe and put your notification on, so every time I come in, you can always find me here. Anyway, quickly, I want to highlight things that are happening right now. And this is a follow-up to the video that I made 2 days ago, something like that. It was about this idea that all this, not all Ruto's woes is because of the former president, Uhuru Kenyatta. But I'll tell you this, there's a familiar faces that are propping up now who are trying to weaken this administration. Now, I'm not saying that Uhuru Kenyatta has to play a major role to weaken this administration. I think the policies that are being advanced by this Ruto administration is sinking his ship without anybody actually trying. Okay? But I wanted to mention this. As you know, for the past 3 months or 2 months or so, Gachagua has been making headlines, for this engineered feud between him and his boss, President William Ruto. And I mentioned that this is a script written by the Kenyattas. The Kenyattas are behind it. I will not fail to remind you again in that interview at Spice FM where the CS Interior Minister, or CS for Interior and Security, Aden Duale, made it very clear that he had intelligence which suggested that the Kenyattas are behind the Mandamano. And if you think about it, I mentioned that when Mandamano started, the protest where there was chaos everywhere in the major cities, they first started and they were not as successful. Of course, it was being spearheaded by Raila Odinga, among others, Martha Karua and Kalonzo Musyoka, but Raila was the main guy, okay? And when it didn't work, guess who they brought in? They brought in Maina Njenga to bring the Mungiki faction to help with the protest, okay? So that to create this narrative that even the Mount Kenya people are tired of this administration, are not happy with the election results, okay? Now, just think about it. 2 days ago or a day ago, there's one man, none other than a familiar face, who is Uhuru Kenyatta's errant boy, Maina Njenga, came out and said publicly that he supports Gachagua in this engineered feud between Gachagua and Ruto. Okay, he said that if Gachagua is united the people of the mountain, that he is fully behind him. Now, the point I'm driving at is this: if there's any evidence, a clearer evidence that Uhuru Kenyatta is behind this, that is it right there. Remember, I mentioned to you, every time Uhuru needs to do his dirty work, he always turns to Maina Njenga. You remember even when they were in Hague, when Okambo, presented his case, brought in a witness who are now deceased, unfortunately, thanks to the former President Kibaki, who did not protect the witnesses. One of the witnesses made it very clear that a meeting took place at the White House, and Uhuru Kenyatta came with bags of money, basically to finance the Mungiki by using Maina Njenga, okay? And as I highlighted a few minutes ago, I said, when the Mandamano, which Edwin Duale told us, according to the intelligence reports that he was receiving, the Mandamanos were being funded by the Kenyatta. And when it wasn't actually, catching fire, so to speak, again, we saw Maina Njenga bring the Mungiki faction in this. Now, you see, when this engineered feud between Gachagua and Ruto began, and it was, once it started catching fire kidogo and it was dying down a little bit, guess who popped up again after some months of being quiet? It was none other than Maina Njenga, who showed up again to give his full support to Gachagua. I told you Gachagua is a paid puppet by Uhuru Kenyatta. You saw Raila Odinga, also another paid puppet of the Kenyatta family, went to Central Province and made it clear in front of the Kikuyu's Council of Elders that he supports the one man, one shilling idea, which basically is euphemism for I support the idea of giving Central Province more money as far as the allocation of funds is to be given, spread across the nation. We can have an argument about that, but the basic thing that I was saying, that it is unfair to give some counties more money than others, because some counties need more development than others, regardless of how much the number of population they may have. But anyway, I just wanted to say this, that this is a confirmation. You see the same players come at play whenever there is any kind of tension between government, okay? The same players who are affiliated or have a relationship, a close relationship with Uhuru Kenyatta, are always around and are the protagonists in this war against Ruto. I mentioned Raila Odinga, Maina Njenga, Gachagua, and the Limuru 3 folks who voted overwhelmingly to make the former president Uhuru Kenyatta the Mudhamaki, the representative of the Mount Kenya. Anyway, I just wanted to make a short video just to follow up on what I was saying, that it is kind of becoming apparent now that all those people who are working with Uhuru Kenyatta before to shake this government, to weaken this government, okay, are propping up again, especially now that there's this perceived engineered feud between between Gachagua and President Ruto. Anyway, I'll stop there, ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades. Again, I impugn you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. My name is Kenya Revolutionary. Find my name in our YouTube, just type it Kenya Revolutionary, and subscribe if you haven't. And if you have, please like this video, share, comment, and I'll see you later. Peace and blessings.